This video is about Noah's Ark and the meaning of Noah's Ark. It's the second in a series of 7 videos about ark work, or about the ark. And so the meaning of Noah's Ark is the ark is something that carries us. So, right, there's a great flood, it's a time of chaos, and there's a vessel that can carry us. But instead of a wooden boat in like Azerbaijan or whatever, this is like a libidinal vessel. And so the key here really is that it's possible for like one's desire to be animated by the divine, or by love of the infinite as art or science. And it's really like we have these desires, we have incentives that are outside of us, and it's possible to sort of like detach from those, examine them, dispel fantasies, do aesthetic practices and things like that, and then kind of like make contact with your core. And those other kinds of desires, they all sort of like diminish the amount of total desire you have, but like in your core, there is like your true will. When you contact it, it causes your desire to grow and grow and grow. And so it's like this kind of like self-amplifying effect of by satisfying divine desire also grows. And in German idealism, they call this the drive. And so the important thing here is to, or no, well, one of the important things that's already really important, but and it sounds, I say this a lot, I feel like, but it sounds so simple, but it's like so profound, that that really is there inside of anybody, and it can be hidden. It can be really kind of deeply hidden. It's easy to believe it's not there, but it's also easy to focus on just a secular version of it, like I'll die for my art or something, or to, I think people watching this, less common, but it can also be sort of overkill or missing the mark to like become a full-on renunciating religious ascetic, and kind of like escape from the world through like, I don't know, like meditation, excessive meditation. Basically, there is a combination of the humanist drive, the humanist divine drive, and the religious divine drive that's directly about love and eschatological hope and so forth. And the key with the ark is the combination of those things, of sort of the religious divine and the humanist divine. Another thing that I like about Noah's Ark is just kind of savoring like the historicity of it. It's one of these biblical stories that like sort of must refer to something. Maybe it was like the Black Sea was empty during the Ice Age, and like the Proto-Indo-Europeans were there, and then like the sea, as the glaciers collapsed, there definitely was a massive flood in that area, and it's just fascinating, I think, to think about how singular the human race is, and how like these massive events take place, and the ones that were before writing we don't have any reliable record of, but also just there used to be so few human beings. Like, um, humanity is very singular. It really is. It has a life. It has a life, and we're like one, you know, like the way like in a human, you have certain cells currently, but 7 years later you'll have different cells. Like humanity is, Adam Caedmon, it's a being. It's a being that's coming to life in some way. Um, so it's singular. It experiences contingencies, and also we are all one in some way. Like we all share very few ancestors, and a lot of that is shrouded in mystery. But so yeah, the intergenerational aspect is kind of there too. Though with Noah's Ark, he's only being carried uh, during a flood. So like something like the Ark of the Covenant, which we'll talk about next, uh, and then the Holy Grail, which will come later. Those are the real ongoing intergenerational versions of the Ark.